Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe, and today I'm going to give you this glowing skin with matte brown lips and eyes, a makeup tutorial. If you want to see how to get glowing radiant skin without a bunch of highlighter, then stay tuned. Thank you to Dermalogica for partnering with me on this video, and I'll be using Phyto Replenish oil. I'm going to start by performing the Dewy Skin DIY. So first I'm going to drop about 6 drops onto my hand, and I'm going to press it into my T-zone and all areas of the face. Next I'm going to start at my forehead and do a swipe to my temples, and then a similar swipe down to around my eyes, doing an alternating S shape in between my brows for a wrinkle release. And in all my glow points, I'm going to press the oil in, which is really going to help to hydrate and give me nice radiant skin. I'm going to go along the jawline to lift, and I'm going to put it on my neck too. Don't forget your neck, that ages just as fast as your face. I'm going to take the Dermalogica Hydro Blur primer, and I'm going to put that into my T-zone. And I'm going to take my MAC Prolong Wear Foundation NW43. I'm going to put a couple drops of the Phyto Finish Replenish oil, mix that all over my face for a nice long wearing glowy finish. So it actually absorbs into the skin. It doesn't leave a greasy residue, but I find that it helps for your concealer, which I'm putting on right now, glide on very smoothly over top. So I'm just using that to go underneath my eyes, down the center of my nose, and the center of my chin. As you can see, my skin has a really nice glowy look without it looking oily, and I'm going to blend that around the mouth as well. With my Kylie Cosmetics pressed mineral powder in golden medium and the brush that it comes with, I'm going to stipple on a little bit right underneath my eyes, being sure not to get those highest points of my face because I'm going to be putting more oil there. And this is just to control shine in areas that I don't want it, so that the areas that are shining are really brought forward. Next, with my Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC and Deep Dark, I'm going to use that as my bronzer and contour. I'm going to go in with my brush, and I'm not bronzing as heavily as I normally would. I'm trying to keep it a little bit lighter so that my skin looks nice and radiant and natural. And I'm going to go in with the Dark Deep Pure Mineral Powder and contour my nose with that same brush. I'm going to dab a little bit of the Phyto Replenish oil on my hand, and I'm going to go right down the center of my nose and right on the highest points of my cheeks. This is going to give a really nice skin glow, but because we did that powder in those specific areas, you won't look oily or sweaty. This will just add a really nice glow to your skin on top of the glow that's already there. And as I said, this dries. It's kind of like a dry oil. I don't know how to explain it, but it does absorb and give a nice glow. Next, with the Kylie Cosmetics Kyliner in brown, I'm going to take the gel liner and brush from the kit, and I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to do a line along the bottom row of hair and on the top, and connect it at the bottom. And I'm just filling it in as needed to give my, straight eyebrow look thing I always do. I'm going to sculpt it out with a little bit of concealer mixed with the Phyto Replenish oil just to thin it out a little bit. Usually I mix it with foundation, but I just thought might as well, since I have the oil out, might as well try to sculpt my brows. Continue that glow. I'm going to bring that glow underneath my brow and above the brow. I'm going to go over top of my brows just to soften them a little bit with my bronzer, the Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'm going to go in with Pumpkin Pie eyeshadow by Colored Rain. And I'm using my Morphe M511 brush, and I'm just oranging up my crease. So just buffing in a small amount, letting the shadow do all the work. I'm going to go in with Colored Gingerbread, and I'm just wiggling it in sharp, short motions into my crease and then buffing it around. I want it to be a little bit darker in my crease, and I'm letting that blend into the Pumpkin Pie shade. Next, with the pencil from the Kyliner kit, the brown, I'm going to fill my waterline and make it nice and smoky. And then I'm going to draw a wing as if I'm doing a liquid liner, but I'm only gonna go about halfway, and I'm gonna give it a little blend with my fingers. So I have the shape and the angle of the liner, but not so much the harsh line. So I'm winging it out and then just giving it a little bit of a finger blend and carrying it towards the center, stopping there, and then just giving it a nice little blend. So it's like a soft ombre liner that kind of blends into your skin rather than into another color. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to do my half eyeliner and then give it a nice finger blend. So I have the shape and the angle, but no harsh lines. Next, with my Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara, I'm going to do, you know, a generous coat, top and bottom. Make those lashes really pop, and it looks really nice and bold against the brown liner and brown shade. I'm actually going to put on some Athena lashes from Eyeris Beauty. These ones are a new pair, so they're nice and fresh. And I'm wiggling them down as close as I can to my lash line and giving them a bit of a pinch. I like these because they wing out on the end and they kind of go with our winged brown liner. And to soften up the lower lash line, I'm going to take that gingerbread color again in my Morphe. I'm going to take that Morphe M522 brush and I'm going to swipe it along the bottom to make it nice and smoky and to soften up the lower lash line. And to just jazz it up a little bit, I'm going to use a Saint Germain Cocktail eyeshadow by Colored Rain and just lightly highlight the inner corners of my eyes to add another glow point to the face. Next, with the Brown Sugar Kylie Lip Kit, I'm going to first add a little bit of the Phyto Replenish oil on my lips to smooth them and give a nice little moisturized plump. And I'm going to go in with the lip liner and line my lips. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I struggle with lip liner, but I find having a nice moisturized lip base like the Phyto Replenish oil makes the liner go on a lot more smooth. So I'm just filling in the edges, and then I'm going to take the Brown Sugar Liquid Matte Lipstick and I'm going to start in the center and work my way to the outer parts. And you'll see my lips look very smooth. And I'm keeping it in the lines today, hey. Now, just wait a couple seconds, it will go matte, but nice and moisturized. So there you have it, glowing skin, matte brown lips and eyes, and you look scrumptious, delicious without a bunch of highlighter on. This is a good way to have fresh, glowing skin and matte in the areas that you want it to, but even over top of that oil, the powder still laid really nice and smooth. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow, and love yourself and stay pretty, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Take care.